But a pretty big day today. We left Marimba Beach just out of Esperance.
Tyres leaking air where you did the replacement.
We got a leaking tyre. I'm gonna have to fix this first. I'll yeah, hopefully we can sort it. Okay, so the tyre puncture we tried fixing a little bit early, or not earlier, way ages ago. Where was it? It was near.
Oh, that really nice place.
Yeah. That started leaking again. So while we pulled up at the 90-mile straight sign, so it's, I'm thinking it's just because it's doing well. We're doing real well. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, so we're on that 90-mile straight. We've only got another 30 minutes before we're going to crash at a roadside tonight. We'll do most of it tomorrow. When we stopped to get a photo of the sign, we realised that one of the tyres with that slow leak, or the bit of metal in it we pulled out a little while ago, that's leaking again. So hopefully it holds at least till we get to this next spot. I think it's just because we've been driving so long today and it's a bit warmer. It's softened up the rubber plug, and a little bit of air was getting out past it, so I pushed it in a little bit further and it seems to have stopped for now. Sorry, pardon me. We'll see whether it holds up or not. So we've just pulled off the Nullarbor for our first stop tonight. We crunched about, come here you, wait, out of the bushes. I think we did about 6 hours today. We've got another 6 hours again tomorrow. We're hoping to get to the Bunda Cliffs campsite. Chuck, oi, out of the bushes. Sorry, between the flies and the dog. It's actually really warm here. I think it's about 30 degrees and tomorrow it's supposed to be 36. So if only we got some of this half decent weather out on the coast. I don't think it's supposed to be like that on the coast. I think it's just because we've shot inland. We've only been on I think we just hit the 90-mile straight half hour ago. So I think we've only done 30 odd kilometers or 40 kilometers of it. So we've got the rest of that 90-mile straight to start us straight off tomorrow, and then yeah, hopefully get to Bunda Cliffs. Not going to be doing much here tonight, to be honest. There is just flies everywhere, and with it being hot, I think we're just going to crawl into the camper, and that'll probably do us for the night. So there's nothing else out here. It's just open bush, really. Yeah, the road's across there, not a whole lot of traffic. The road noise generally doesn't faze us too much anyways. There's a bunch of these little camps all along the road. We just picked a couple of different ones on Wiki Camps, and yeah, it's about, there's a bin as you pull in off the side of the road. I think you can have fires if you wanted to, plenty of firewood around, plus little stone fire pits where other people have stayed and had a fire earlier. But yeah, as I said, we might come out once the sun comes down and hopefully the flies have gone away by then, but if not, we'll just be chilling out inside the camper for the night. So I pulled out enough beers to keep me going, because when we have the car attached, I can't get the fridge quite the way out, because the fridge needs to come the whole way out for the door to open, and it doesn't. So I've got myself some beers, yeah, and that'll get us through the night, hopefully. Another big day again tomorrow. Okay, so we spent our first day on the Nullarbor yesterday. Basically the main stretch, there's obviously the longer straight road, but the actual stretch runs from Norseman, where we turned off as we come up through Esperance. We turned right at Norseman. We filled up there. It was reasonably cheap still. I think about around $1.70 for around this area is pretty good. And then, because once you get out onto the actual Nullarbor, some of them were hitting about $2.22. So that's, you know, if we ended up there with an empty tank, 240 litres of diesel at $2.22 would send us broke. We are going to have to fill up once. I think it's between the $1.70 and the next one, which I think once you get into South Australia, when it drops back down again, is about $1.70 again. But that's about 1,000 kilometres in between. So we've got enough to get us around 900 Ks depending on the wind, to a tank. So we are going to have to fill up. We'll fill up a little bit. There's one more stop up here. The cheapest I can find is $1.94. So we'll probably chuck in 100 odd litres there, just enough to make sure that we can get to the next cheapest petrol station. So you sort of got to really plan your trip along here well, because if you get caught out, yeah, you'll end up spending a lot of money. Yeah, so see how we go.
I took a poo right on a poo.
Okay, so we've probably only got maybe an hour in today. We finished up the 90-mile straight, the longest straight road in Australia, and the wind is just killing us. It's supposed to be a northerly, but it's probably blowing like a bit more of a northeasterly, and considering we're heading that way, it's basically just pushing us the whole time. So we didn't really manage to get 85 k's is really our top speed, but it's floating anywhere between 75 to 85 k's. The car was trying to overheat if we tried to push it any further, and it'd just be chewing through a ton of fuel. I'm not looking forward to figuring out how much fuel we went through, but yeah, we only probably did maybe 150 k's today. We've just pulled off on the side of the road to try and tuck in out this wind. It's supposed to die off around 3-4 o'clock this afternoon, so we might try and punch out another 300 or 400 kilometers after 3 or 4 p.m. when it's supposed to switch. The storm's supposed to come through, so hopefully the wind's supposed to drop off before that blows through, so hopefully we can get a little bit in. We really don't like driving in the afternoons purely because of the amount of animals out and about, but we don't have much of an option because tomorrow's wind's supposed to pick back up again, and at this rate we'll never get off the Nullarbor. So we're going to set up here today, just set up the flatbed in the back there, chill out. We're not going to bother folding anything out. Spend the day here. We've got some pies and sausage rolls in the oven, so we'll pull those out and eat those, and then get going again this afternoon. So I'll show you around where we are. It's just another random roadside stop. I apologise in advance for the sound of the wind. There's not much we can do about it. It's the reason we're off the road. Yeah, the wind. WA, it's the one thing which is, it really, it sucks. It's the worst. It's put like a sour taste for WA in our mouth, because everywhere we go, the wind ruins it for us. No matter what we do, it's windy. No matter where we go, it's windy. Ever since we sort of left Broome, that Broome region right up north was okay. Everything else after that has been windy and shitty. So, not that South Australia's gonna be much better, but looking forward to getting back out on the east coast where it's not quite so crazy. So it's just another random little pull in. Lots of little spots all over, just letting the car cool down, and then just setting this up for now. That's that wind I was talking about. It's yeah, I think it's said it's blowing about 30 kilometers consistently, but would be getting gusts well up over 40-50k, I reckon. So it's absolutely killing us. Not the sort of weather you want while doing the Nullarbor. So oh well, hang out today, get going again. Hopefully this wind pisses off. I forgot to mention as well, to top it off, obviously with that storm coming in, and the weather and that, it's supposed to be where we are at the moment. It's only 9:30 at the moment, and it'd have to be about 30 degrees, I reckon. It's supposed to hit about 37 today, so 37 degree heat, flies, wind, long straight roads, Nullarbor. Yeah, it's about as good as it's supposed to be. We thought that we were heading the right way. Everyone said that generally the wind, if you're coming from the east to the west, is a lot worse than heading from the west to the east, but I think it's just a bit of pot luck really, and we're not exactly the luckiest people, so. this afternoon. Second day along the Eyre Peninsula Nullarbor area. We're about 2.5 hours shy of Bunda Cliffs, which is where we're hoping to get to today. I think we're still going to try and get there. We've just stopped off at the Mumbadilla sort of roadhouse thing here. Actually really good little joint. It's got like its own little bar, pool table, general area. There's no petrol here at the moment, but there's diesel, so that was fine price. We just got some chips and a can of V to keep us going. Looks like we've outrun the storm. That storm was coming. I'm not sure, a little bit of lightning just there as well. The storm was sort of chasing us all day today. I don't know if it's supposed to come this far east or not. But yeah, we didn't get any of the today. I'm not sure. You can still, plenty of lightning over that hill there. I'm not sure if you can see it. Nope. Now that I've said it, it's just not gonna happen. It's cooled right down. It felt like it was a good 40 degrees earlier today, and now it's still quite mild, but it's not too bad. Yeah, we did with the really strong headwind as well. We had no choice but to fill up. It was $1.98 here, which was one of the cheaper ones, believe it or not. What do we need? 150 litres. So that hurt a little bit, but we had no other option. And now we'll just keep on plugging away. So we got into Bunda Cliffs last night. WA time, it said we got here at about 8:30, but I think it changed 2.5 hours, so it was nearly 11 o'clock by the time we pulled in, South Australia time. So basically, yeah, we couldn't see a thing when we pulled in last night. We knew we were close to the cliff. There's a bunch of little winding roads. There's no defined road into the Bunda Cliffs campsite one at all, so you sort of just got to try and zigzag your way through a few of the roads until you get out to the edge. We had an okay sleep last night. It was really quiet until sort of a bit of that storm eventually blew through, and we had a bit of wind, which was a bit crazy, and a little bit of rain, but after that cleared, it sort of calmed down again. The wind is starting to pick back up again now, but we're about to get going anyway, so definitely a really, really cool spot to stop on the long drive anyways. You can sort of see where they set up camp here. There's room everywhere, and then you've got these sharp drop off of cliffs all the way out to the bight there. Guessing it can get pretty crazy here. We've got a fairly strong northerly today, so the ocean looks quite calm because the wind's running straight offshore. But I reckon if you copped a real nasty southerly, it'd be quite feral out there. So yeah, super beautiful spot. So I think today the plan is we're going to jump in the car again and do another 4 hours, 10 minutes, something like that. Make our way towards Smoky Bay, Streaky Bay area. Yeah, long road. Nice to be at the back end of it, that's for sure.